Welcome to CorkCon Today for December 5th, 2019. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now and give you my opinion on them. Now, this is my opinion. If you want to learn more about these stories, check out the show notes down below. There I'll put a link to each story so you can read about them for yourself and let us know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. If you are new here, hey, do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. It really does help us because it lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. And hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Real quick before we get into the news today, and there's a lot of it, don't forget to check out the Cord Cutters News app on Android, iOS, and Amazon Fire tablets. Check out your app store, just type in Cord Cutters News. You'll find our logo right there. It gives you access to all the stories I talk about every day here, plus a ton that doesn't make the list every day. So check it out. I'll put a link down in the show notes so you can learn more about the app and download it. But it's a huge help, and if you like it, leave us a 5-star rating. We would really appreciate it. It helps a lot. All right. AT&T wants 400,000 TV customers to switch to more expensive packages, or if you don't want to do that, cancel. So AT&T's been pushing people off of what they call extremely discounted plans for a while now. And according to AT&T, they have about 400,000 people they still think are on discount plans that they no longer want. AT&T seems to have made the decision that, hey, these plans aren't exactly profitable. Profit margins are small, or whatever the issue is. This is just not where we want to be. We want to focus on more of the high profit customers. So if you're on one of these 400,000 or one of these 400,000 people on one of these discounted plans, you may find your deals at your next renewal not quite to your liking, or you may find them continuing to try to entice you to higher end plans, or to maybe switch to the AT&T TV service, the streaming service with the contract and basically cable streaming online. This all comes in a statement from Chief Financial Officer John Stephens from AT&T in a letter to shareholders where he says, hey, there's still 400,000 people on discount plans, but once they're gone, we think our subscriber drops will slow down. It'll be very interesting to see if that's true. At some point it may be true. Yeah, they may force out a lot of these people on the plans, but I don't think it's necessarily going to suddenly stop. AT&T seems to be hoping that they can flip the story here and get subscriber positive growth next year. I'll see what happens. Now, I do find it interesting that at the same time they're hedging their bets, saying, hey, like we talked about last week, more and more people are not subscribing to live TV streaming or live TV services in traditional packages. And so they're launching HBO Max to target the people who want on-demand content. Now the question is, will that strategy pay off? Let me know. I would really love to hear from you on what you think of that. Are you surprised that AT&T still has 400,000 on the discount plans? They just lost over 1 million customers in the third quarter of 2019. And now there's 400,000 more that we want to kind of see go away. And a lot of these people were the very discounted DirecTV customers, which are now the grandfathered AT&T TV Now customers. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Have you jumped ship? Have you noticed AT&T trying to push you into more expensive packages? Leave me a comment. Let me know. All right. Next story up of the day, AT&T's Fire TV Stick 4K, according to Amazon, was the best-selling streaming player over Black Friday, Cyber Monday on Amazon.com. Take this all with a grain of salt because Amazon does aggressively promote the Fire TV Stick. You search for a Roku, one of the sponsored posts in their first listings is a Fire TV Stick. So keep that in mind, but it is interesting to see them that of all the products on Amazon, of everything out there, they say the Fire TV Stick was one of the two most popular items, the Echo Dot and the Fire TV Stick 4K. I do like it though. There was the cheaper Fire TV Stick HD. It seems like most people wisely made the decision to pay the extra $5 and get the 4K version. Much better streaming player, much better experience. It works on HD TVs, but if you ever upgrade, you're already all set for a 4K HDR experience. So let me know, did you buy something for Black Friday? If you bought a streaming player, what did you buy? I know Roku had a very good Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday weekend, I guess we'll call it. But it'd be interesting to see. Now, we don't know what the numbers were at Best Buy. We don't know what the numbers were at Walmart, where the Fire TV is not even sold. So leave me a comment. Let me know, did you get a streaming player? If so, what did you get and why did you pick it? Does it surprise you at all that not only was the Fire TV Stick 4K the best-selling streaming player, it was one of the 2 best-selling devices on Amazon, period, last weekend? So leave me a comment, let me know. AT&T is rolling out a new and improved app for Roku. This is quite an improvement. Unfortunately, I think it may be just a little too late. Of course, the AT&T TV app is for both the AT&T TV service and AT&T TV Now, but it is now available on Roku. Huge improvement in performance. Loading, DVR, switching channels, all seem faster, all are much more responsive. The new guide on it is a lot better. They updated the grid guide with some different text, little tweaks there to make it a little easier to read and use. And they added a recently watched section, which I absolutely love. Now when you press up during a stream, some of the most recent channels you watched appear at the bottom, which if you're jumping around between football games and more, is really nice. You can now say, hey, I just want to jump here, jump back there, without needing to go back to the home screen, pick a new one, and then launch into it. Now, this is available on Roku. I haven't heard about it coming to the Fire TV or other devices. If you've seen this update roll out, leave me a comment, let me know. I'll love to hear from you. Also, honestly, I think if they had done this update a year ago, some of the subscribers who have left AT&T TV Now would probably still be on AT&T TV Now, to be honest with you. It's that much of an improvement. Definitely puts the AT&T TV Now app, which is still a horrible amount to say, up a huge steer. One of the main complaints was not just the price hikes, not just that AT&T TV Now and the base package is the most expensive base package in a live TV streaming service. A lot of people didn't care for the app experience. It was buggy, the DVR had issues. Well, like we talked about last month, AT&T did roll out an update to the DVR. Now they rolled out an update to the app itself that dramatically improves it. Switching channels is noticeably faster, which does make the ability to jump between games or shows or just different channels a lot easier. Unfortunately though, it now costs $65 when a comparable plan for like YouTube TV is around $50. Unfortunately for AT&T, I just think this may be a month late and $1 short kind of deal. I really do believe if this had come out in the past, many people would stuck with it. So let me know, are you an AT&T TV Now customer? What do you think of the update? Did you notice any of these changes? Have they come to the Apple TV, Fire TV, etc.? Leave me a comment, let me know. This started rolling out last night. AT&T often rolls out across multiple devices slowly over a few weeks. But if you have a Roku and you want to see if you got the update, the easiest way now is to, in the home screen, hover over the icon, hit the star key on your remote, and in the submenu you'll have an option to check for an update right there. Though it's very likely that your Roku auto-updated overnight, but it still doesn't hurt to go manually check for that if you want. And leave me a comment, let me know what you think of this update. I'd love to hear from you. Alright, Hulu, next story up I should say, Hulu is removing Facebook as a login option. Last night Hulu contacted subscribers to inform them that starting today, they will be starting to remove Facebook login options from the different Hulu apps. And by 2020, they will have the Facebook login app option removed from all their apps. Now, you still can log in with your original email and username. If you don't remember what your password is, you can always do a reset my password or forgot my password option. I can't remember what they call it on Hulu, and set a new password. But you're no longer going to be able to use Hulu. They didn't say why. It could have something to do, they're transferring over to the Disney system now that Disney owns them. Maybe there's some type of technical reasoning behind this. I don't know. Maybe it's a change in the Facebook rules. But if you use Hulu, you need to now use your username and password very quickly. Again, some devices will lose that option quicker than others. They said over the rest of this month, they'll be slowly updating their apps to remove the Facebook login option. All right. Yesterday, Locast's founder gave a speech in New York, or a talk I should call it more, And one of the few things that were interesting during it is he said that the networks waited too long to sue him. His argument is if they were really causing such irreparable harm to ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS, etc., then they should have sued them right off the bat. To wait so long, to wait that whole time and then sue, has let Locast out, said, hey, we must not have really been that big of an issue. One thing I did find interesting is he did say there was no court date or schedule at this moment. I'm not sure if that was a misspeak or what, because there was supposed to be a court hearing this month, a preliminary first hearing, where not a lot happens. You just get some maybe reading of the lawsuit and some other formalities to set a later date for the actual trial to start. But it seems that that's been delayed. Now, the networks are not looking for an immediate injunction to shut down Locast, but they are arguing that Locast is not a legal streaming service. Locast is saying, hey, we're a nonprofit. The FCC laws do specifically allow for nonprofits to do what we do. It'll be interesting to see what happens. One of the network's complaints here is, well, they're not really a nonprofit. We'll see how that plays out. Both sides are digging in their heels. Both sides seem very confident in the Locast. And it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Will the argument that, hey, if we were so detrimental to cable networks, to ABC, etc., over-the-air networks, I should say, why didn't they sue us earlier? Why did they wait until now to sue instead of a year ago even? So let me know. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be the Disneys, the Foxes, the CBSs, and more? Or is it going to be Locast? And why? Leave me a comment. All right, speaking of massive corporations, CBS and Viacom have completed their merger. They are now known as Viacom CBS. Kind of wonder how long that name will last. I wonder if that's kind of like a G4 Tech TV. Anybody remember the G4 Tech TV days? Tech TV and G4 merged. They called themselves G4 Tech TV for a while. That lasted a few months, and then the Tech TV name vanished, and they were just G4. Be interesting which name survives. If I had to pick, I would say CBS, just because CBS has a much more recognized name, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe come up with something completely different. You can still operate as CBS as a channel, but like how Google's parent company is technically Alphabet, maybe Viacom CBS would do the same thing. But with this deal, they now own a ton of streaming services, including Pluto TV and CBS All Access and more. A lot of people have been saying, hey, does this mean that we're going to get tons of CBS content and Pluto TV soon? It could, but as I always say, remember, it took Viacom a couple months to add Viacom content after they purchased Pluto TV. May not take quite that long, but I wouldn't expect content to suddenly appear this morning from CBS. So keep that in mind. But let me know, what would you rename Viacom CBS to? Do you think they need a rename? And are you nervous about this merger at all? Now, these two companies used to be one company. I think it was 2006. They split into two different companies. Now they're remerging into one company. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out going forward. All right, next story up of the day. Roku now has a web browser. For a while, Roku was specifically banning web browsers. Now there are some web browsers not made by Roku, but available in the channel store. Unfortunately, they cost $5 a month, and they work okay. They're not great. They do allow you to surf the web on your Roku, and they do allow you to do some basic functions, but it's not quite as full feature rich as you may want. For example, you're definitely going to want to use the Roku YouTube channel versus trying to browse YouTube through the website. So keep that in mind. But if you absolutely must have a web browser on your Roku and you really want that, there are now options. Check out the story down below. And if you've used the WebEx browser for Roku, let me know, what do you think of it? How does it work for you? Leave me a comment, leave me a little review. I'd love to hear from you. And last story up of the day. Frndly has added Up TV to its $5.99 streaming service. So Frndly TV right here is a live TV streaming service that offers a collection of channels starting at $5.99 a month, including like the Weather Channel, all the Hallmark channels, the Game Show Network, and others. And now Up TV, which is a very popular family-friendly, family-focused network there, that's now available. It's not on a lot of live TV streaming services, so Frndly is actually doing a pretty nice job of getting things like the Hallmark Channel, the Weather Channel, Up Faith and Family. I think it's what, Up TV is what the network's called. I think Up Faith and Family is their streaming service. And having it there. So good, maybe a complimentary service if you absolutely have to have the Weather Channel. You can get this for $5.99 for HD or SD, $7.99 for HD. There is a DVR option there. Different tiers. Read which tier you want to get for what features. But it's a pretty cool addition there, and I'd love to know what you think of Frndly. Do you subscribe to Frndly TV? Do you like it? Leave us a comment. All right, I hope everybody has a fantastic Thursday. Don't forget, 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll be live on YouTube with a cord cutting today. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, download our app, link in the show notes, and we'll be back tomorrow with more cord cutting news, tips, tricks, and reviews. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow.